Hi, my name's Paul Appleton and I'm doing a promotional video for Fothergill Seeds on the mushroom kits. In today's video we will be setting up a kit, we will be picking mushrooms and just going over just a few issues with the kits. As you can see, we've got a few kits here and you can see the different sort of growing styles in which the mushrooms are growing. First of all, we'll set up a kit. I've got one here, and away we go. Take off your sleeve. Always remember to keep your sleeve because you've got instructions as well as you've got some recipes on it as well. I'll just open this up. And in your kit, you'll get basically a bag of peat or casing layer and your mushroom compost. Now, when you're buying a kit, always remember it's nice and heavy, because the heavier it is, the more mushrooms you'll get. Just fold this back and fold this back well. Now, as you can see with this, it's nice and white. It's all run really, really well. And that's what you want to see, is this nice whiteness here. This is the mycelium growing, and that's a good coverage of the mycelium to start your kit. All right, now, this is, as I said, the casing layer. You open this up, and you just spread this evenly across your kit. As you can see. I'll get it all out. And then just spread that around. You might have little clumps of this, so just try and break those up with your fingers as you're spreading it out. Go into the corners and just try and keep it all nice and even. Don't pack it down, just keep it all nice, loose and fluffy. Once you've done that, you want to give it a good water. Now, you've got choices of misting guns. You can use these ones. I actually prefer the pump up one just because it's just a little bit easier. So you just give it a good water, just lift it up. As you can see, the consistency you want here is basically like a wet sponge. You can carry it around, but if you squeeze it, you get water out of it. As you can see, we can pinch it and we get a couple of drops of water out of it. That's the sort of consistency you want. Alrighto, we've got that going now. We'll just put that to a side, actually swap it over, and we'll just show you now, sort of, once you get that kit, when you start your kit, you're not going to basically see your mushrooms for 21 days. And they'll come through in sort of waves. These kits I've got here, growing here, these kits are on probably their second to third waves of mushrooms. Usually when the kits start growing, the mushrooms will start from the sort of the edges first, and then as it sort of gets more mature, the mushrooms will start to grow in the centers and things like that. And as you can see from these kits here, this is fairly heavily clumping, whereas that's a bit more sparse and things like that. Each kit will do its own sort of thing. Now, with picking your mushrooms, all you want to do is basically just give them a bit of a wriggle around, and you'll end up sort of taking out a heap like that, and you'll end up with a hole. Right there. We'll just put these in the boxes back here. You'll end up with a bit of a hole. So what you want to do is just push the peat back into those holes. Again, you just take them out and just push the peat back into the holes. Just like that, as you can see. And as you can see, there's little dots coming through. They're the little other mushrooms that are coming through. Look, I do recommend that you pick your mushrooms smaller. If you do pick them smaller, you're just going to get a lot more of a crop. We'll just put that to a side. And we'll just do this one. And as you can see, there's quite a few big ones. Again, just twist it out, fill up the hole. 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 Again, as you can see, there's ones that are sort of going. I'm going to let those grow a little bit more before I'll pick those ones. Now, a few of the, and again, as you can see, the dampness of that, it's just nice and damp. That's again. So you can sort of, squeeze it, get some water out of it, and that's sort of the consistency of it. Look, we'll give that another water. And you're right to go again. Now, the location which you're sort of looking at to grow these, you're looking at a pantry cupboard, a garage, a carport. It doesn't have to be complete darkness, just a darkish area. It just helps with your watering. You can actually grow these, in sunlight, but again, you just need to have a lot more water going into them. You might find that you'll get a little fly. Sometimes it'll basically go after the compost. Easy to rectify that. All you need to do is spread a little bit of like olive oil just around the lip of the kit, just around that way. And also you can use a garlic spray. Say 3 cloves of garlic to half a litre of water, and that sort of slows them down a bit or eradicates them. That's really about it. I think we've covered everything. And then with the mushrooms that you do pick off, you just take them on and just cut off the dirt, give them a wash, and away you go. Just put them in a brown paper bag and you're right to go. All right, thank you very much.